Hello everyone, welcome back to Home and Gardening with Monique. Today is a windy Saturday, and I believe today's date is December 14th. But this is just a small harvest of mustard greens that I have harvested from my buckets and grow bags. So today I plan on fertilizing everything with some fish fertilizer. And right here in these buckets where I once had my mustard green plants, I'm either going to dig them up and just trade places with them, where I have some collard green plants planted inside of my grow bags, and I just want to give my collard greens that's growing inside of my grow bags some more room, because I have like 2 collard green plants per grow bag. So today is just going to be a little fertilizing day, and trading places with the these mustard green stumps here, which is, I believe, they're not going to continue to produce anymore. So I'm not for sure if I just want to just place them somewhere to see if they will continue to throw off something, or just discard them. I'm not for sure yet. But also today I will be starting new seeds for more brassicas. So stay tuned. So I will be today I will be using some blood meal, and this is bone meal. As you can see, there's been like a critter that has, attacked the bag, and it's a lot of bite marks and everything in this bag. So I do have 2 possums that wander around at nighttime, and they both be on my back porch. I used to leave a cat bowl with cat food and water for my cats outside, and of course the possums, they come and they eat my cat food at night if I leave it. So I haven't been leaving any more cat food outside lately, so they will scavenge around to the next thing that they think that they can eat. So, and it was my bone meal. So not only will I be using bone meal and blood meal, I also will be fertilizing with the liquid fish fertilizer that I will show you guys when it gets time for me to fertilize with that. Alright you guys, so I just have a container, and I have equal parts of bone meal and equal parts of blood meal mixed together. I'm not saying that this is how you're supposed to use your bone and blood meal. This is something that I'm doing. So if you just need specific directions and the proper amount of how much bone meal or blood meal you should use, then it's always going to be on the back of your packaging. So this is just something that I'm doing, just mixing them both together, because all I need to do is just sprinkle it in the plants, and that'll be that. Alright, so I got that nice and mixed up. So now it's time to dig up some plants and get them retransplanted. Alright, so I'm sitting in front of my grow bags. So my focus today is to dig up the young collard green plants, and I have 2 in here. This is one and this is one. So I'm going to dig these up and plant them individually by themselves. Okay, so I will start with this one. So I know I have to be careful not to kind of disturb the roots too much. I hope you guys can see. Okay. And I'm just gonna carefully sit that one over here. Alright, so that's one I have sitting in a box. And this is the second one. Now some of these I will leave in the grow bags by themselves, but I just want to get them thinned out because they're going to be, I'm pretty sure they want their own space to grow big. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so this will be used for someone else. Let's see who else I can get. Now these are pretty big, well, they're not pretty big, but they are trying to get big, and I'm pretty sure that maybe if I give them room that they will get bigger. And at the time when I was planting these, I was limited on space, and at the time I didn't have a lot of grow bags, but they were growing out of the seed trays that I had them in. So now that I may have more room because of the mustard greens and the buckets aren't producing as they should, then I can place those where the mustard greens once were. Okay, and we have this one. So I have 4 transplants, and I'm going to bring them over to the buckets. Alright, so this is the first bucket where I have the first mustard green plant, and I think I will replant this mustard green plant in the grow bag, at least until I grow new seedlings. And then if it's not just really outputting anymore, then you know, this will get plucked out and a new mustard green plant will be planted in. But I'm gonna give it a little bit more time planted somewhere else because I need this space. So I'm gonna get this dug out. Sorry, dude. Thanks for your service. I'm gonna sit you over here for now. And the dirt is still very moist because last week we have had rains, and also it stay moist because it's not as hot. And of course heat quickly evaporates water from soil, so pretty sure you guys already know that, but yeah. So I'm just digging a little spot for the collard green plant. Okay, and I'm just going to use a little bit of the bone and blood meal. And these buckets have already been fertilized with not bone meal, but blood meal before, so I'm pretty sure that it's still in here. Alright, so I'm going to take one of the collard green plants, roots and all, and place it right in here. Get that old little stem off there. Alright, so let's get this buried in. Alright, so I got that one buried in, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to do the other ones. I have 6 more buckets to plant collards in. And I just hope that they will continue to grow, that that disturbing them from where they once were won't do like any harm to them. Okie doke. And I will come back and sprinkle these down with the little fish fertilizer. So I'm gonna get started on the next.
Merry Christmas.
Alright, so I have what all I can plant in the buckets are now collard greens, and hopefully they will get a little bit bigger as the weeks progress. If not, then that's what you have to continue to plant seeds so that you can have more seedlings to be planted out, and that's what I plan to do. Normally I start my seeds in peat moss and perlite, but I had some extra soil left over from the collard greens, so I'm going to start my seeds in some of this soil instead. Okie doke. So even though this is what I last planted some spinach seeds in, I'm gonna still keep the label on here, but I do know that, of course it wasn't this date that I planted the spinach, so I'm just gonna keep the label on here so that I can know what I have planted in here. So I'm just gonna take some soil and put it in here. And I figure if someone made direct sow into the same soil and get seedlings the same way, then for me, I think it shouldn't matter if I use this soil or if I use peat moss. And the seeds that I have are Bloomsdale spinach seeds. So I didn't have success with the spinach seeds germinating in peat moss, so I'm going to try just the regular garden and compost soil that I have here and see how that works out for them this time. So okay, these are the Bloomsdale spinach, and this is how the seeds look. So I'm going to just plant a couple of seeds in each cell. Alright, so as you can see, I've already dropped 2 spinach seeds in here, and I have more here, so just gonna maybe drop about 4 seeds per cell. I'm doing 2 for right now. Okay, so I'm gonna place 2 more seeds in each cell so that I can have 4 seeds per cell. Okay, so I'm just gonna get these covered over in a little bit of soil. And you don't want the soil to be too chunky, and you don't want to bury these too deep. Okay. Spinach. All right, hello everyone. This is a week later, the next Saturday, so I didn't get a chance to show you guys everything on the first clips of last week. So I did get through with starting my seeds, and the only seeds I didn't get started yet was my Brussels sprout seeds, which is I do want to go ahead and get those started. And I'm going to show you guys the progress of the seeds that I started last Saturday. So here we go. All right, so these are the seeds that were started 7 days ago. So these 3 trays here are the spinach, and spinach can take quite a while to germinate. It can take up to 10 to 14 days to germinate, so I'm still waiting for these to germinate. These are 2 trays of mustards that I've got started. These are Moor's Head collards, and these are Vates collards, so you can see that they are coming up. And these are the Savoy cabbage, only a few popped up. And these are the all-season cabbage, and compared to the Savoy cabbage, more of the all-season cabbage have popped up before the Savoy. And this is the 7 tops turnips, so only a few of them are, you know, peeping a little head through. And this is the broccoli, and the broccoli had a very great success germination, as you can see there. So that's that. And also I want to show you guys that I did started some turnip seeds. I think it was maybe towards last month. Okay, so not turnip seeds, but these are some more mustard seedlings. And I didn't have faith in these at first because the germination was like really slow. But I was surprised they popped up. So now I can take these individually and pot these in their own tray or cup, and that's what I plan to do so that they can get big enough for me to transplant out. All right, so since it's been a week last Saturday since I showed you guys everything on how the fall plants are doing, I'm going to just show you guys how they're doing. So it appears that some of my broccoli plants may need some water because they are starting to look droopy. We did have some temperatures down in the 20s, so this one right here is like totally drooped, and I just think it just needs some water. Like some of them are still standing, but like even in the wintertime in cold weather they still need water. And what I plan to do today, I didn't get a chance to use my fish fertilizer to fertilize them last Saturday because it got dark on me after I got through starting seeds. So I'm going to fertilize everything today. And as you can see, the cabbages are still doing their thing, you know, folding their leaves and everything. So you guys, let me show you how the collard green plants are doing that I replanted in the buckets. Okay, so these are the collard greens that I replanted in the buckets, and as you can see, they have gotten a bit bigger. This one has gotten a little bigger, but this one I've already had planted in this bucket. So I'm going to give them a boost of fish fertilizer. Just as a matter of fact, everything is going to get some fish fertilizer. So I figure after I move the collard green plants in their own space, that they will, you know, continue to take off and, you know, just hopefully get a little bit bigger. So as for right now, I'm not ready to harvest off of any of them yet until they get bigger and reach the maturity that I prefer. So now it's time to show you guys what's going on in the grow bag area. Alright, so everything is still doing quite fine in the grow bag area. This is 2 broccolis. The rest of them are mustard greens. I have some collard greens that I've replanted by themselves. Like I said, I was able to separate a lot of them and get them planted on their own. This is bok choy. That's another bok choy. And that's another bok choy. This is mustard greens. So, and these are some little new collard greens. I hope that they get bigger as well. So everything here is going to get fertilized. Okay, so now it's time to fertilize. I have my water cans. These are like 2-gallon water cans, and I just have some extra water right here. And this is an empty fish food, a gallon of Alaskan fish emulsion, but it's empty, and I just have using it for a water jug. And this container here, I just purchased more fish fertilizer, so that's what I will be using to fertilize my plants in my containers today. This I just eyeball it, and I add in what I want to add in. Of course, you can always go by the instructions, but for 2 gallons I put about between 4 and 6 capfuls of fish fertilizer inside of the 2 gallons. And I'm going to find a stick or something to get this stirred up. It appears this is all I can find to stir this up with. So I'm just going to take that and get that stirred up. I think I'm going to add maybe 2 more capfuls. The kitty cat smell this this fish fertilizer, so whenever I make it, they kind of go crazy about it. But of course, the kitty cats can't have it because it's not food for them, only food for the plants. Can't be for animal consumption at all. And yes, I have to interchange these sprinklers here because this one, the one that was on here, cracked, so I couldn't use it anymore. So I just interchange when the water is gone out of here, then I just put this over here and I just interchange as I need it. Alright, so let's go over here and let's start with the broccoli first. And I may have to do this maybe 3 times just to make sure each bucket gets enough. can see, this is already gone after 4 buckets, so I'm gonna make some more and continue to get through feeding the broccoli plants.
So cute.
I don't know what them old weed things is in there, but I need to get these pulled out. I don't know what they is. They probably be spilling all their nutrients too. You can pause it. Alright, so I'm going to try to replant or separate these seedlings into the seed trays, and I got some soil, and over here I've already separated some of them, and I do this so that they can continue to grow and get bigger, so that they can be a bigger size seedling when it's time for me to plant them out. Alrighty, so I'm through replanting the mustard greens. So it is getting a little colder out here. It's supposed to get down into the 20s, like maybe 26. So I'm not gonna trust these seedlings to be out here. I'm about to make room on my grow light shelf in the house, and I'm going to move all of these in. So I have all my seedlings inside the house, and it is dark and it is nighttime. These are old seedlings. I'm not for sure if the growth of these are stunted. I just don't have anywhere at the moment to plant these, but as soon as my new garden beds get shipped here, then I will do a video on those being put together, and also hopefully soon I'll be able to plant inside of my new garden beds. But you guys, this concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me as I do some catching up on my gardening chores, and I hope you guys stay tuned for another video as well. You guys have a wonderful and blessed weekend, and hopefully you guys have a wonderful Christmas and enjoy your holiday as well. I will see you guys on the next one. God bless.